Every man knows the quiet aftermath, the hollow, drained feeling after the moment of climax. You lie there, emptied, dulled, a little less sharp than before. Society tells you it's natural, harmless, even necessary. But Otto Weininger saw something deeper and darker. He knew what every great civilization once understood, but now fears to say. Every orgasm you chase is an act of surrender, a subtle betrayal of your own vitality. You felt it, the strange lethargy that follows sex, the foggy clarity, the reduced ambition. You rationalize it as relaxation, satisfaction, the normal rhythm of pleasure. But what if that feeling isn't relaxation at all? What if it's depletion? What if the energy you spill so casually isn't just biological? What if it's your edge, your power, the raw fuel that could have driven you to greatness? Modern culture laughs at this idea. They say pleasure is empowerment. They push endless indulgence as liberation. But you can see the lie in every man who's addicted to the easy thrill, who lives life chasing one orgasm after another, trading his purpose for short-lived pleasure. Look at him honestly. Does he have strength? Does he command respect? Or is he a shell, a man who's slowly becoming weaker, smaller, less real? Your own body proves the point. You notice it in your discipline, your productivity, your courage to take risks. When you control your urges, you feel sharper, stronger, ready to conquer. But when you surrender too often, your drive dulls, your clarity fades, and your ambition shrinks into something vague and powerless. This is no accident. It's not a flaw. It's your nature. Your sexual energy is your primal vitality, and every orgasm costs you a portion of it. Weininger was clear-eyed about sex. He saw the erotic as something seductive, beautiful even, but also dangerous. It's a force you can either command or be commanded by. And modern men, fed a constant diet of indulgence and empty pleasure, are becoming slaves to their own bodies. They mistake surrender for satisfaction, orgasm for victory, without ever realizing that each release leaves them weaker than before. And women, consciously or not, know this truth. They sense the power dynamic at play. They feel safer with a man who's spent, softened, less intense. But ask yourself, do you want to be harmless, easily managed, always half asleep? Or do you want to keep the fire inside you burning bright and dangerous? You stand at a crossroads no one acknowledges. The world will never tell you to conserve your strength, to hold your edge, to protect your power. It profits from your surrender. But Weininger's challenge is this. Look at the cost. Look at your own life and see clearly what pleasure takes from you. Then decide, will you master your energy or let it master you? You've been taught pleasure is a reward, that chasing orgasm after orgasm is not just normal, but proof of your vitality, your virility, your manhood. Yet each time you release that energy, you feel something else, a subtle erosion of your strength. Otto Weininger didn't shy away from this uncomfortable truth. He knew that repeated sexual surrender doesn't sharpen you, it blunts you. It chips away at the edge you need to face the world and command your own life. Look closely at your habits. Watch what happens when you indulge too frequently. Your drive dims, your ambitions shrink. Tasks that once felt urgent become easy to postpone. Your fire, your willingness to confront challenges head-on, flickers and fades. You become compliant, agreeable, passive, easy to manage, but difficult to respect. This is no coincidence. The more you chase fleeting erotic pleasure, the less capable you become of controlling yourself in every other area of life. Your discipline softens, your patience shortens, your vision clouds. The man who can't master his sexual impulse will never fully master anything else. He'll be easily distracted, quickly exhausted, always seeking comfort instead of confronting discomfort. Pleasure becomes his prison, not his reward. Modern society encourages this surrender. It seduces you into constant indulgence, pornography, casual hookups, endless stimulation. Knowing a man preoccupied with pleasure is a man who poses no threat. He becomes predictable, manageable, harmless. A man ruled by erotic impulse can't stand firm, can't resist manipulation, can't lead others because he can barely lead himself. Women, too, feel the difference. They're attracted initially by intensity, but secretly relieved when you become predictable. Your weakened state offers them safety, but it does not inspire respect or lasting desire. Deep down, they yearn for a man who retains his energy, who holds his strength rather than spilling it at every opportunity. They sense, sometimes unconsciously, that a man who too easily surrenders sexually will too easily surrender in everything else. Weininger saw clearly. Sexual energy is your primal fuel. It's the raw power behind your drive, your courage, your creative spark. When you waste it recklessly, you leave nothing for the fight. Your mind fogs, your body softens, your spirit sinks into passive compliance. But when you conserve and redirect that energy, you become sharper, clearer, harder to manipulate. You reclaim authority over your own life. Understand this. The world profits from your weakness, your pleasure-driven passivity. It fears your strength, your discipline, your willingness to deny immediate satisfaction for greater gains. To master your erotic energy isn't repression, it's rebellion. It's choosing strength over surrender, clarity over confusion, legacy over momentary indulgence. Every orgasm is a crossroads. Will you choose the fleeting high that leaves you weaker, softer, less real? Or will you choose discipline, clarity, and the power that comes from holding your energy within? The choice defines you, not just today, but every day of your life. It's no accident you're bombarded with endless invitations to indulge. Every screen, every ad, every casual swipe and easy access to pleasure isn't designed to make you free. It's designed to make you manageable. Otto Weininger saw it plainly. A society filled with pleasure-addicted men is a society without resistance, without rebellion, without risk. A man distracted by constant erotic release has no energy left to challenge, create, or command. He's simply too drained to stand firm when it matters most. Think about the narrative you've been fed since adolescence. Indulgence is framed as liberation, sexual expression as empowerment, self-restraint as oppression. Yet beneath this seductive story is something darker, more insidious, a deliberate effort to tame your spirit. A man weakened by pleasure becomes predictable, passive, easy to govern. He chases dopamine hits, seeks approval, begs for satisfaction, always controlled by those who know his cravings. Look honestly at how men live now. Easily triggered, rapidly depleted, endlessly searching for their next fix. Porn, dating apps, casual sex. It's all available on demand, always at your fingertips. But who benefits from your indulgence? Who profits when your attention is scattered, your strength drained, your willpower dulled? Not you. The world profits because weak men demand nothing, risk nothing, and build nothing. They simply consume. Your addiction to erotic pleasure doesn't just cost you energy, it costs you respect. Women see the weakness clearly. They might reward your compliance with temporary approval, but deep down they crave something else. Strength, clarity, control. They don't respect a man who cannot say no, who is endlessly eager to surrender his power for fleeting pleasure. The world doesn't respect him either. It quietly uses him, profits from him, and ultimately discards him. Weininger was unafraid to expose this truth. Society will always celebrate your indulgence because your surrender is profitable. Weakness is a commodity. Men who spill their strength casually become passive observers of life, followers rather than leaders. They pose no threat because they can't hold their ground long enough to threaten anything. They're too busy chasing the next climax, the next distraction, the next moment of numbness. The cost isn't just personal, it's collective. Look around at a culture of passive men, too drained to resist, too compliant to fight, too scattered to build. Pleasure, once a reward for discipline, has become a narcotic that keeps men docile, easy to direct, simple to manage. It's no longer your reward, it's your leash. Reclaiming control isn't repression. It's an act of rebellion against a world invested in your weakness. It means defying the seduction of constant indulgence, mastering your impulses rather than being mastered by them. It means choosing power, presence, and authority over the fleeting comfort of orgasmic surrender. The next time pleasure calls your name, ask yourself clearly, who benefits from my surrender? The answer will remind you why holding onto your strength isn't merely personal discipline. It's your first step toward freedom. Now that you've seen clearly what constant indulgence costs, you face the hardest question. How do you reclaim the strength you've been wasting? Otto Weininger didn't just expose the weakness, he offered the way out. The solution isn't repression or fear, but discipline, clarity, and conscious control over your erotic energy. It's about transforming the force that once weakened you into the fuel that powers your entire life. First, stop lying to yourself. Pleasure isn't harmless, it's expensive. Every orgasm you casually spill drains vitality from your mind, your body, your mission. Recognize each release as a decision. Do you want temporary comfort or lasting strength? Pleasure or power? Awareness is the first step in reclaiming control. Admit the cost, and you've already begun to take back your authority. Next, start treating your sexual energy as sacred. It's not something to be casually tossed away. It's your creative force, your primal drive, the energy behind your ambition, discipline, and intensity. When the urge arises, don't immediately seek relief. Sit with it. Feel the tension, the power building within you. Redirect it. Channel it into something productive. Your work, your training, your vision. Turn raw energy into tangible results. You'll quickly notice something profound happening. The longer you retain your energy, the sharper your mind becomes. Ideas flow more clearly. Ambitions clarify. Your mood stabilizes. Tasks you once dreaded suddenly become challenges you're eager to conquer. Women sense this change too, not because you're chasing them, but because your energy no longer leaks away. You're grounded, magnetic, commanding respect without needing to demand it. Control over your impulses builds an inner trust that radiates outward. Your discipline becomes evident in every interaction. People begin responding to you differently. Men follow your lead, sensing your new authority. Women gravitate toward your stability and intensity. You become the man whose presence speaks louder than words, strong, focused, undistracted by trivial indulgences. The practice isn't easy at first. Society conditions you to seek relief constantly. Breaking that habit requires discipline, discomfort, and courage. But the payoff is immense. Each day you choose to conserve your erotic energy, you strengthen your willpower. Small victories compound. You build momentum, turning a practice into a powerful identity. The man who masters his sexual impulse masters himself. He is not easily tempted, manipulated, or controlled. He decides when and how to expend his energy. Not impulse, not comfort, not external demands. He becomes the architect of his own strength. Start small, but stay relentless. Count each day as a victory. Embrace the discomfort as proof of your growing strength. Replace meaningless indulgence with meaningful creation. Trade temporary surrender for lasting power. Reclaiming your sexual energy isn't just personal discipline. It's your path to becoming the kind of man who can't be weakened, bought, or broken. The power you've lost is waiting to be reclaimed. Don't wait for permission. Take it back. When you finally choose discipline over indulgence, your entire world shifts. Not just your inner state, but every relationship, every interaction, every moment of your life. Otto Weininger understood clearly. A man who controls his erotic energy commands respect. He becomes magnetic, not because he tries harder, but because he no longer leaks power at every turn. He is felt before he speaks. His presence alone is a statement. Your relationships with women shift immediately. No longer chasing pleasure, you stop chasing approval. Your interactions become clearer, stronger, more honest. Women sense your stability, your intensity, your self-command. At first, they may test you, sensing your newfound strength. But soon, respect follows, desire follows, trust deepens, because a man who masters himself is a man worth trusting. Your restraint doesn't repel, it magnetizes, setting you apart from every weak man who begs for her attention, validation, or affection. Men respond differently as well. When you master your impulses, you become a leader. Not by declaration or by force, but by example. Your discipline becomes contagious. Men around you sense it and quietly measure themselves against your standard. They begin to trust you, not because you're perfect, but because you stand firm where others collapse. They know you'll make hard choices, speak uncomfortable truths, hold the line when others retreat into easy comfort. Your inner state transforms profoundly. Anxiety diminishes. Confidence deepens. Tasks that once felt overwhelming now feel manageable. Your ambitions, once vague and weakened by constant indulgence, sharpen into clear, actionable goals. Creativity thrives because you stopped wasting your primal energy. You have fuel left to build, create, fight, lead. You become productive, not reactive, driven, not distracted. This is the secret Weininger knew. Mastering sexual energy doesn't diminish pleasure. It amplifies your life. You trade fleeting relief for lasting power, temporary satisfaction for enduring respect. The discipline to hold back, to redirect your energy, elevates you beyond ordinary men. Your relationships deepen because they're built on respect, trust, and clarity, not on superficial indulgence or empty approval. But society won't encourage this shift. It fears your strength. It prefers you weakened, compliant, distracted. You must decide for yourself. Pleasure or power, indulgence or respect. Your daily choices, your moment-by-moment discipline, determine your trajectory. They shape your relationships, your career, your legacy. Each moment of restraint makes you stronger, clearer, and harder to control. The man who masters himself is rare. He is unshakable, solid, powerful, commanding respect not through arrogance, but through undeniable presence. His strength doesn't need to be explained or justified. It simply is. The world will quietly respect him, even if it publicly fears him, because he is a man who cannot be bought, seduced, or weakened. Becoming that man begins here, by recognizing your energy as sacred, your desire as fuel, and your discipline as the path to power. Don't waste another moment leaking your strength. Harness it. Master it. Watch how everything around you shifts when you do. This is the life you've always sensed was possible. Now, finally, claim it. At last, the choice becomes clear. Either you control your impulses, or they control you. Otto Weininger's challenge isn't about sexual repression. It's about reclaiming your power. The power you've unknowingly given away with every careless orgasm, every easy indulgence. Now you see what it costs. Now you feel what it means to live with constant depletion. And now you know the truth. Real freedom begins when pleasure no longer dictates your actions. The man who masters his erotic energy isn't just stronger. He becomes a beacon for others. Your decision to hold your energy, redirect it, channel it into purpose and creation, has an impact far beyond your own life. Men around you notice. They sense your discipline, your clarity, your intensity, and quietly begin questioning their own surrender to easy pleasure. You become an example, a standard, proof that another path is possible. Your choice to control yourself inspires other men to reclaim their strength, their purpose, their masculine clarity. Women notice too, not because you're chasing them, but because you've stopped. You've become something rare. A man who doesn't seek their approval, who doesn't beg for their attention, who commands respect simply by existing. Attraction deepens because your presence now speaks louder than your words. You radiate authority, not arrogance, not dominance, but genuine self-mastery. You are magnetic precisely because you no longer try to be. The shift isn't easy. Society will mock you, call you rigid, prudish, or extreme. But deep down, everyone knows the man who can control his sexual impulses is a man who can control himself. He becomes powerful precisely because he cannot be bought, seduced, or distracted. His strength makes him a threat, but also an inspiration. You will become the man other men want to follow, the man women secretly crave, the leader others instinctively trust, all because you chose strength over surrender. This is your final crossroads. You can go back to temporary comfort, back to weakening yourself, back to quiet despair disguised as harmless pleasure. Or you can step forward, embracing discomfort, discipline, and the raw power that comes from mastering your primal energy. Every day from now on, this choice is yours. Every moment of restraint strengthens you. Every indulgence weakens you. You decide who you become. If you're ready to reclaim your strength, like and drop your commitment in the comments. Speak your truth. Subscribe if you're ready to walk this path with other men who refuse to weaken themselves for temporary pleasure. Share this with brothers who need to remember that their erotic energy is not a toy. It's fuel for greatness. Master yourself or remain weak. The choice is yours. Make it now and never look back.